This is Dale with Lackluster Gaming, the show for those who love to game but know they're mediocre at best. Before we get started, yesterday's winner still has not contacted me. If he doesn't by midnight tonight, we will pick another random winner. But this time, we're gonna choose it from whoever finds the hidden hashtag in this video. So stick around and find it. Leave it down in the comment section below and you could be the winner. On with the show. I don't know about you guys, but I absolutely love hog cycle decks, and I'm a big time cheater when it comes to Clash Royale. So what I personally like to do is go onto these leaderboards and pick a random deck from one of the top players. This one's number 7, Nova, or HW from Nova USA. He's using this. And it inspired me because Tombstone's been gaining a lot of traction. It's got the Mega Minion, the most used card in the game, and the Ice Golem, an amazing tank. So let's put that deck up on screen for you guys, and we will jump into a battle. So this deck is composed of the Hog Rider, the Ice Golem, the Tombstone, the Log, which can be subbed out for a Zap if you don't have it. It's the same elixir, basic mechanic swap, but it's a good card. Zap is a good transfer for the Log, the Mega Minion, Ice Spirit, the Archers, and the level 7. Now, if you notice, there's a lot of commons and a lot of rares. Not a whole lot of epics at all. There's no epics. None whatsoever. So it's a pretty easy deck to level up for ladder play, and that's why I'm showing you decks plays against in the ladder. And as you can see, I'm like stunned right now because this match just went so horribly for me. Within the first minute, I was already down a tower. And Lava Hound decks are usually fairly difficult. Normally, I know how to defend against them very well, but for some reason, I think this was maybe the first or the second time that I had used this deck, but I had not really gotten the concept of it, and already good game. Yeah, he knows he's gonna win, but check this out. I'm able to defend against it for quite some time here. We've got the Lava Hound and the Inferno Dragon, which is easily distracted, so I'm basically just placing down tanks using the Ice Golem to pull stuff away. We luckily knocked that Inferno Dragon out, otherwise we would have been toast. He's throwing up the good game because he knows it's over. It's done. Now, so if you haven't figured it out, I'm probably going to lose this match. And I don't show losses very often because when I feature a deck, I want to show you guys how to use it and how to play with it, what the mechanics of each card with and how they synchronize together to make something really great. But check this out. He knows he's going to win, so he's going to let me take a tower because I'm only defending right now because I'm going for a crown chest. I'm trying to get a crown chest, and I think he knows it, so he doesn't try his hardest, and he actually stalls right here and allows me to take that tower down so that I can add that tower to my crown chest. And I just thought that was so cool that he did that for me. And look at this, he's waiting for me to take that tower out just so that I could have that crown. What do you think? I love it. I think that is the type of community that I crave. And there's a concept that I believe in. You create the fellowship you crave and the people that you want around you in your life. If you want positive energy and good, friendly, honest people in your life, you got to be that person first. And then create that fellowship yourself. Seek those people out and bring them into you. And that's what I want in my clan. I want guys like that. Guys that will, throw a bone to the underdog and stuff like that and really help out people. So I know we went off on this totally crazy tangent about life perspective and philosophy and all that. And it's just Clash Royale. But let's get back into it, because we're in match 2 now, and this one's going to be a little bit more serious. So, we've got the Mega Minions about to get taken out, the Skarmies taken out, and the board has now reset. So, in my hand, I've got the Ice Golem. I know it's a good tank, so I'm going to use it to pull away that Musketeer, log out that Goblin Barrel, and again, the board is reset, and my archers were ignored, so they got off a little bit of damage on that top right tower. So, As we're waiting, I know I need to push, so I go Hog Ice Spirit. It's a great combo. It's an extremely cheap push, freezes up those guards, and allows my Hog to do pretty significant damage to that tower. I'm going to set up the Tombstone because it distracts all of that. The Ice Golem is the cheapest tank in the game, and to use it to kite players or to soak up damage that would otherwise have been done to your tower is amazing. You have to try it. If you don't have the Ice Golem, you have to push and get it because it's an amazing card, and I incorporate it into a lot of the decks that I use on a daily basis. So we've got the Goblin Barrel coming in. We'll Archer them out. We're Mega Minion him out. Her out. Musketeer's a girl. From the top, it looks like a boy sometime, but hey, girls can be soldiers too, right? So we got the Hog and Ice Spirit push again. He drops the guards and the Skarmy, but we log all of it away. Now, that is a huge part of this deck too, is knowing when to place your spells. Log is a spell, Fireball's your spell. To know when you push your deck forward, you know that they're going to counter with something, and if you've seen their deck and you know that they're going to use guards and Skarmies, why not throw that Fireball? Why not push that log, roll it down the lane, and make sure that your Hog stays safe and gets to the tower and does a bit of damage. So I'm going to start pushing on the other lane because he's got 1,400 hit points on my bottom right tower. And so if I push on the other lane now, he's going to be forced to expend Elixir on that lane, and it'll be harder for him to tie this up. So that's why I'm starting to push, even though I don't have that top right tower taken out already. So we're gonna Fireball that. We're doing all right. I'm gonna throw this log to knock down all of those. I saved it because I knew the log was going to be able to take down that tower, but I saved it so that I could also hit some troops. The Tombstone does a great job at distracting the Prince, and there you have it with 3, 2, 1, and that is game. So a simple 1 crown victory, that's all you need. A W is a W, and it moves us on, bumps us up the ladder, and we get a magical chest. What do you think of that? That's amazing. Nice. So I'm long overdue for a legendary chest. From what I understand, they come every 21 days. So we're just going to pop open this magical chest, get it started anyway. And if in tomorrow's video, we'll actually pop it open in the beginning, just to see what we get. Maybe we'll get a legendary or something like that. So jumping into our third, and from what I believe will be our final battle today. I know it's somewhat sad, but this might have to be our final battle. Same thing, Hog, Ice Spirit. The two work so well together. It froze up the Valk, let my Hog get... oh no, my Hog didn't even get a shot off on the tower. It was close. It got close. I think it was like right here. Right there. So, anyway. It's a cheap deck. See that? 2.8. 2.8 Elixir is extremely cheap for any deck, and for a deck of this magnitude is amazing. So look at this. We're going up against another Hog Cycle deck. The Tombstone pulls it over, releases those little dudes, and I also always drop the Mega Minion. If I'm pulling away with the Tombstone, I drop the Mega Minion second. It ensures that the Hog will never get to the tower. Almost never get to the tower. But look at that Ice Golem soaking up all those fire spirits and allowing my archers and my tower to take out the Valk. Amazing. It's amazing. It's a 5 elixir play, and I get to keep my archers, which have a high rate of DPS, especially at level 10, which are almost at a level 11 too. But we're going to freeze those up, and at this point, this is actually where I kind of got caught off guard. I was spending elixir too frivolously, and he caught me. So he pulled ahead. Now I've got 1,400 hit points to his 21. It's not too bad. And I got this measly little push coming, and I dropped the archers. It's kind of a latch, a very desperate move, I would say. I know those archers will somewhat take care of that. And I'm going to log this, hoping that he drops something, but he doesn't. So essentially, we just reset the board and wasted it. I should have waited another second because a log would have been great against all of those troops. But we'll put down the Tombstone, take out that Valk, place down our archers, log the musketeer so it doesn't get too much damage and allows our archers to move forward and the musketeer to lock on to the archers. And again, the board resets and we are on double elixir now. So we both got a hog coming. I send out too much. I place my tombstone down just in time and take it out. Now we're going to log all that away. Look at that value. 2 elixir to do all that damage amongst all those troops. That was amazing. Here's another thing. See that ice golem popped? And everything around it gets the slow mechanic distributed amongst them. So it's a 35% slowing of movement and attack to everyone in that little cloud, that little poof. So now we're in sudden death. And by the way, if you do have to sub the login for the zap, that little poof, if it poofs and hits air troops, then you can zap away minions. So you can actually effectively take away an entire minion horde with a 2 elixir ice golem and a 2 elixir zap spell, and it does great. It's a 4 elixir trade for a 5 elixir push. So positive elixir trades. So now we're getting close. I've pulled ahead at this point with that fireball and with this log. We are going to be very close. 98 hit points until the end of the match. We've got 16 seconds in overtime. He's going with a hog push. I just need to cycle to my fireball and it will be it, or at least the log. Log, thank you. Boom. My log does 115 damage, so it takes that tower down. And that's game. Really fun deck. Low elixir, fast pace, super aggressive, but you gotta be careful with it, especially against these massive giant golem and lava hound decks. Those things are crazy. But yeah, anyway, we'll pop up some chests. Let's get to some shout-outs. Stabberwolf, Jack Attack Plays, AJ Johari, and Savage Ghost. Thank you guys. You guys are awesome. I love you. Thanks for joining the channel, AJ and Savage. Yesterday, glad to have you. Look at that. We get a P.E.K.K.A. too. And don't forget, tournament today, hosted by ZuTuPo, LLG Community, password Sparky's OP. No uppercase, no space. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Stay tuned, all right?